Hello and welcome to Unchained. I am your host today, Gary. I'm happy to be here. I'm joined by my fellow PSU mates and our returning super fan, Fonzie. Hello, Fonzie. Welcome back.
It's good to be back. A long time. The last time I've been on was the week before Christmas
I
of
know.
2018. So yes, that's a long time.
It's
It's
like
a long time.
it's
We
like
hope
we
to
got
have you back
Christmas all over
every
again.
day, every weekend after this.
I hope so too. I
I
really do.
I demand this happens.
Oh my
I
god.
demand
Uh,
it. No, it's really good to have you back. How have you been, man?
I've been good. Progress of my health has improved. Me and Shannon are good. Um, a lot of pre-orders down
Yes.
the line.
Well,
Uh,
okay, let's talk about this really quickly. Your health is good, so that's good. I'm happy to hear that. It's always good to
yep.
have good health, man.
Yep.
You and your girl are good. Always positive to hear.
Yep.
What games have you been pre-ordering?
Uh, Days Gone.
That's
Mortal
coming
Kombat
next week.
11.
That's
I know.
Friday.
Yep.
yeah.
Mortal Kombat
Mortal
11.
Kombat. It's Tuesday.
Yep.
How are you gonna play all these games, dude?
Well, I'm off this week, so I have time to
Yes.
play them.
so that's just
And
enough time to
very,
play Mortal Kombat 11 then,
it is.
because I heard
And I
about the
know
grind.
you are not gonna like this, but of course, Borderlands 3.
Why would I dislike this? I pre-ordered the Super Deluxe Edition.
I actually pre-ordered the collector's edition, so I'm getting that big ass bulk
Oh, I'm
Wow,
jealous.
that is a fantastic waste of money.
I wanted it, but it's sold
Oh,
out before I could get it. I'm so jealous. I've got the original, the
to
one for Borderlands 2.
to you, Gary, it may be a waste of money. To me, I find it as an investment.
Well, Fonzie, I guess we will find out if it is a waste of time
Well, the thing is though, the Borderlands 2 one
sooner
is
rather than later.
the Borderlands 2 one has doubled in price. So
Yep.
yeah, I have that one.
Well, I'm happy you're happy for Borderlands 3.
Oh yeah, very happy.
Is that it? Just those three games?
Yeah, those three. Shannon's gonna buy Pokemon for me and the smallest Switch when it comes out and all that other stuff.
Yes, the new rumored small Switch. I think it's handheld only.
Yeah.
Is what they're talking about.
I'm okay with that.
Hey, I only played the damn thing in the handheld mode anyway, so
Fuck the TV.
I'll be okay with that too. I love my Switch. I am playing Dragon Ball Super Heroes.
Dragon Ball Heroes. I'm
And
jealous.
we're back to anime.
Yes, we are. And
How
it's fun. And Nintendo.
how is it? Because I'm a little skeptical with this whole card
You
game
know,
thing.
Fonzie, I gotta tell you, I was skeptical, and I spent like 2 weeks just watching videos. And the more I watched, the more interested I got in it. And so I'm like, well, what the hell? I'm just gonna get it because I love a good card game plus DBZ. And man, like it has a really, really cool arcadey feel to it.
It does. It is fun. It is fun. The only problem I have with it is you can't skip like 90% of the 3-minute long animations of
Yeah.
super attacks. I'm like, oh my god, get on with it. I've seen it like a
Ah,
billion times.
sorry, this
Is
one
it any way similar to Dokkan?
kinda is.
Uh, kind of like it has like you get the cards and it has the abilities, so you kind of have to look at those abilities, and some cards link well with other characters. Like it'll tell you what characters this card links with. But in all honesty, I found that the cards that I get, if the card looks badass, like I don't know, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, he's probably better than half of the units you have in the game. So
I still want that game, but I need a Switch.
yeah, as long as you kind of understand like what most of the attacks in that game
Yeah.
happen in round 2. So when you look at the details of the card, it says in round 2, Goku will do the God Kamehameha and transform into Ultra Instinct. I was like, okay, so round 2, I'll make sure he attacks.
Round
So
1, put out your Cell X and win.
yes, and if you get certain characters like Cell X or Super Saiyan God Vegito or the Great Priest, you pretty much win automatically because they one-shot everybody in the second round.
Well, Cell X doesn't, but it's his stamina thing because he doesn't take any damage if it. He only takes 1,000 damage no matter how much damage he takes.
Mm-hmm.
So if you put him up front, even if someone's going to hit you with almost one hit KO you can just take 1,000 damage instead.
Yeah, but let's talk about this in the other podcast.
Dragon Ball Heroes. It's on the
a
Switch.
game?
What's a video game?
Wait, never mind.
My other co-hosts, as you've heard them for the last 7 minutes. Tim, how are you?
Hi, who? Me? What? Oh, I'm a
Okay,
thing. Yeah.
That's the end of that. Ben.
I am also here. Hello.
Ooh, there's thunder outside. I'm scared. If I get struck by lightning.
I am scared of thunder and lightning. Look, I just am, okay? I'm always scared when I go outside.
That's a good song, man. Anywho, I'm happy you guys are here to join me as we talk about the big news that came out this week. Sony not waiting for E3.
Has announced the Vita 2! Yay!
Oh, if only.
Oh my god, give me another Vita right now.
In a completely blind and surprising move, Sony unveils the PlayStation 5 in a magazine, Wired magazine, with an interview from Mark Cerny. They officially announced the PS5 in a magazine. So, crazy, what am I looking for? Unexpected announcement, but it's there. We knew it was coming. Everybody knew it was in development. But this is official announcement and some official news. First off, what do you guys think about this random announcement? No video, no nothing. Just bam.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Sounds like, oh, here you go. Here's the info you wanted. Bye.
It's free PR for them, dude.
Really undercutting Microsoft here. We know Microsoft is most likely going to announce their new system at E3. They have a big press conference. They're the only publisher or developer publisher of the three big Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft that's going to E3. So, yeah, completely undercutting their announcement with this. You guys like it? Fonzie, what do you think?
I agree. They beat Microsoft to the punch. They gave us something without actually giving us something. That's how I see it. They gave us something just to give us an idea of what they're going to bring, but not giving us too much information. It's subtle.
I see it as a good move because, let's face it, there's been so many leaks now, so many rumors, so much information coming out about the new system. It's like, what's the point of hiding it now when everybody pretty much knows what's coming?
What I like about it mainly is the fact that now, when they do show it off, they can focus on the actual games rather than the hardware. Because no matter what, I know people just want games, but you need to know what's going to be in the machine as well. By dropping a random article like this, it means they can focus when there's an actual official reveal on, look at all these fancy new shiny games.
Yeah, I agree. Let's talk about some of this stuff. So he said that it's not coming out this year, so most likely next year.
Yeah.
I think we already knew that. Chances of the PS5 coming out this year was very, very slim, if anything. So nothing really big to talk about here. Let's see here. PS5 will support 8K resolution.
It's fine.
Future-proofing.
People are barely catching up to 4K. We're already in 8K.
Well, the thing is, though, if the console's designed for, 5-6 years, then we're already starting to get to more of a mainstream period with 4K.
True, but
give it another 2 or 3 years' time.
A PS5 Pro and release another one that supports 16K.
Well, no, that's just stupid. Chances are it'll support 8K, but only at like 30 frames max.
Well, from the way it sounds, it's going to be 60 frames base.
Yeah. I really don't think they'll support 8K at 60 frames.
And they really could do is just like add RAM or make it faster or streamline the processes or cheapen the hardware, things like that.
Yeah.
Which is pretty standard.
Yeah. The PlayStation 5 will launch with an SSD hard drive. So that is the hard drive of choice for the PS5. Your big fat hard drives will no longer work, from what I'm assuming.
Better be
Yeah.
2 gigs or 200
Yeah.
gigs.
200 gigs. Solid state drive.
2 terabytes.
We've all known that these are the better hard drives.
Yeah.
I think we've all wanted them with the PS4. I was hoping that the PS4 Pro would actually come with a way to build in it. Obviously it didn't, but solid state drives will be the thing going forward. I'm really happy about this. It's supposed to cut down the load times significantly.
Yeah,
There's some
SSD is great.
rumors saying that Sony was looking to eliminate load times completely. That is impossible, in my opinion.
Well, they're looking into it, but I can see them basically calling it, gone.
What did they? He said that Mark Cerny was saying that he loaded up Spider-Man, and he jumped from one end of Manhattan to the other, and it took 2 seconds.
No, it wasn't.
Yes,
It wasn't even 2 seconds. It was 0.7.
There it is.
But that's a PS4 game.
Yeah,
Let's talk
it
about
doesn't.
PS5 games. If
sure.
Spider-Man 2 comes out, will it be able to do that?
Yeah, probably because it's not how much. It's not really the. It's not. It's
not the size, mate. It's how you use it.
Listen,
it's the transfer speed.
I want to believe that there is no load times, but I've been promised no load times. I was promised that Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver didn't have load times, but it did, and they did a fantastic job of hiding it.
I feel like it's going to have load times, but compared to previous load times, it's going to feel like no load times.
Yeah, like I could manage like a screen change, it goes like a blackout, and then it jumps back in again. Like I could see that being as a standard. If that's what they're talking about, I could see that being part of
it. It's going to have load. It's just it's going to be so fast that really it's not.
Yeah,
maybe
it's going to be almost fast as Gary.
Oh my god. Maybe I can see Sony being able to pull it off, but I don't see third-party publishers being able to pull it off as well as people think they might.
That's fine.
Yeah,
honestly, that's fine with me.
Because even games now on the PS4, like Uncharted 4, Uncharted 4, I hardly ever notice the load times. It moves by pretty damn quickly. The Horizon, even, I haven't played it, but I've watched videos. It doesn't seem like it goes through very many load screens, so we'll see. I don't know. Either way, I'm excited for this hard drive. Seeing how big games are getting, I agree with you. This SSD better be fucking massive.
The problem is, though, SSDs are still kind of expensive. So unless you can, I feel like 1 terabyte is going to be what they're going to aim for.
Yeah,
I think it has to be at least.
They probably do 1 with option to upgrade to 2.
Well, here's the thing: they have to give you an option, like the PS3 and the PS4. They have to give you the option to change your hard drive out.
Yes, I'm pretty sure they will, because that's been standard for almost every device they've had.
Yeah, and seeing how big games are now, like what is Final Fantasy 14 at now? Like over 100 gigs?
No, it's like
50,
70. Is it? Let me see.
Okay, sorry. Final Fantasy 15 is over.
Oh, sorry, 14 is. 14 is.
I have 35 gigs on mine.
Yeah, 35 gig, because they did a new compression system recently to shrink the size.
Okay. Well, either way, there's some games now with all the upgrades and all the DLC and stuff that are reaching over 100 gigs. And that's quite a bit. So, and games are going to get bigger, as we all know they will. So, yeah, I think it has to be at least 2 terabytes. But yeah, moving on then.
With all these upgrades,
yes.
with all these upgrades, where do you think they should price the PS5 at?
I think 500.
500 is going to be what they're going to probably
get. Is going to be the starting price.
I think it's going to be $449.
Yeah, if they can walk in the door at $400 though, that will fucking sell.
The problem for me is the SSD and the processor, because they're going with a pretty more recent processor with this one. So the PS4, I think one of the reasons why they could lower it was because of the Jaguar being such an old CPU because it was a laptop CPU from about 2011, 2012. With the Zen 2 processor that they're going with, that processor is literally this year for PCs, like end of 2019. Yeah, we're getting the Zen 3 in 2020, 2021, but that's still only a year's difference compared to,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, Mark Cerny did say that the price is going to be appealing in the light of its advanced feature set. So, appealing sounds nice.
Yeah.
$699.
$699.
Yeah, it's not going to be a PS3. I'm thinking it's going to be $449. Is going to be the spot that they go with.
Just remember, though, you're also paying for the fact that it's backwards compatible with your PS4. And
Hey, I haven't gotten there yet.
Fine.
That's huge, though. Like, the fact that you can do that makes me hot.
Well,
it means I can buy a PS5.
Yes, the PS5 is going to be backwards compatible. Now you can go ahead. Then.
It means I can buy a PS5 because the only thing I really play on my PS4 is Final Fantasy 14 anyway. So.
And then Borderlands.
Yeah, Borderlands. Even then, Borderlands will only be for a short time because I love Borderlands, but I only beat it and then do a bit of the end game. So.
Get the platinum.
No, I'm good.
Come on, man.
Because some of the platinums in Borderlands are just a pain in the ass.
Hashtag.
Like the one where you have to kill a random... I think it was Borderlands 2 where you had to kill an enemy that came from a loot box, but really you only had like 2 chances for it to appear. And if you're online and the teammate kills it, it didn't count towards your trophy.
Gross.
Yeah. So... Yay, no, I'll pass.
Okay. So PS5 is going to be backwards compatible with the PlayStation 4. At least we assume it's the PlayStation 4. Don't know if it's going to be backwards compatible with PS3, PS2, PS1. Unknown. But it is going to be backwards compatible. What does this mean for PS Now then? In your guys'
I don't think it's going to change anything.
No?
If anything, they might just keep adding more PS4 games.
Yeah.
PS5
You got to remember though that PS Now is probably going to be their service to go against Stadia and Exclude.
Exclude. Well, Xbox has recently announced a
Xbox sad.
Xbox sad. Well, they are bundling Xbox Live with Xbox Game Pass
On Xbox Sad.
Yes, sure.
No, Xbox Sad.
Sadness somehow.
Xbox Sad. Xbox S all digital.
No, man.
Yeah, man. Xbox Sad Edition.
They need to find a way to bundle Now and Plus together.
Yeah,
That's what they
That
need.
would be hot.
I've been saying that for like 3 years now.
If I could pay $80 to get bundled together Plus and Now, I would throw money at them. Just throw it at them. In $80
I don't know.
income.
PS Now is $60. PlayStation Plus is what, $60. PlayStation Now is $100.
Oh, hey, Gary's phone.
I know, but we're getting fewer. We're getting fewer games now.
For now.
Yeah. So I feel like that's good competition.
I'm going to tell you now that I'm going to say that chances are we're going to get the same amount of games next year. Once they've added the PS5 games to PS Plus. Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah. I feel like that's why they got rid of PS3 and PS Vs, because they don't want 4 generations on one service.
True.
Are you guys getting PS5 on day one?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna try.
That's a no for me.
No.
No.
Yes.
How do we drop? How can I drop Fonzie?
Two reasons. Two reasons. First reason, I don't like the first batch of systems. I noticed they always comes with complications, problems. I don't like that. Second, I usually wait 6 months to a year because that's when they always bundle and they make some special game edition console, and that's the one I always go for. So those are my reasons.
Good idea. That's usually when the
you're gonna
hard
miss out on all the stuff.
anyway.
That doesn't mean I won't get to play a PS5, Gary.
You don't know that.
I know that.
Where would you play it?
Whatever is out, I don't know what's coming. I heard Horizon Dawn might be a launch title. I heard Gran Turismo 7 might be a launch title. I don't know.
That would be hot. Oh my god.
I've heard that Final Fantasy 7 Remake might be a launch title.
You heard that from me. And it's going to be. You'll see. You laugh, Ben, but when I'm right, you better fly down to Utah and apologize to me in person.
Oh yeah, I'll fly me down to Utah to apologize to you.
Yeah.
Apologize, quote, end quote.
Anyways, yes, PS5 will be backwards compatible. Thing people have gone on Sony on since Microsoft did it because people apparently want to play old games on their new system, which is fine. I get that.
I do.
But
for me, I've always...
that's fine. I understand that, but I'm just saying Sony has already proven that through the numbers that they've released that people don't want to play old games on their new systems. Like 1% of people.
Yeah.
I will tell you now
PS3
that...
games on their PS4.
But they don't need it because of all the exclusives that they have. Microsoft doesn't have anything.
No, it's fine. No, it's just one of those things again where if Microsoft is doing it, everybody wants Sony to do it. But it's never like Sony's doing it, Microsoft should be doing it. It's never like that. It's always if Microsoft is doing it, Sony has to do it. Which is whatever.
I will tell you now that the only time I use backwards compatibility is when it's the first year. That's the best time for it, really. You know, the first year where you got a lot less titles for your new console, so you go back to your old ones occasionally.
I think it's going to be different this time. I think we're going to see a lot of dual releases. Oh yeah, well they're using the same. I'm not going to say using the same hardware, but they're using the same sort of specifications where it's all going to be the same code system. Unlike previous generations where there's been a radical difference in hardware, this will be, it's the same hardware, just a lot more powerful. And with lots of new bells and features and shiny things. So, yeah. Maybe. Alrighty, let's move on then. Your current PSVR headsets will be compatible with the PS5.
Yay!
That is fantastic news, I think. You just literally have this PSVR, and if you move on to a new system and you have to buy a new one, that's kind of bullshit. So I'm happy this is happening. I'm still expecting them to release a specific PSVR for PS5 that's probably wireless.
Yeah.
There's been rumors of that. There's been patents filed by Sony, so it's probably coming, but this is still really good news for people who are playing PSVR, which is over 4 million units have been sold so far. That's pretty big. And as far as I know right now, PSVR is the most popular VR platform. So, thoughts?
That's great. Hopefully, I will be able to try it. I did own one in the past, but I had to give it away because it affected me with my health. But now that my health is improved, maybe it will work for me this time. So I will purchase one soon, but I'm not sure when. But yeah, that's great news. That will work with the future model.
Yeah. Ben, Tim, any thoughts?
Gimme.
You sold your VR though, because Crystal wasn't able to use it, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sad panda.
Yeah. So it's nothing's wrong. Hopefully they make whatever the new VR that's coming, or the new model will be a lot better and will allow her to experience it.
I really want to play Beat Sabers. I'm horned up for that game, and I never got to play it.
Alrighty, some more bits of information. PS5 will use a 3D audio processor to make more immersive soundscapes.
Yay.
Awesome. PS5 will support ray tracing, which is actually pretty big. Ray tracing makes games look incredibly good. So I'm very happy about that.
What's it do?
What?
What?
What does it do?
Ray tracing you're talking about?
Ray tracing.
Yeah, it works with lighting. Mostly, it pretty much allows you to create absolutely realistic lighting. Um, I know we've seen some good lighting, but this takes most of the lighting we've seen now is kind of done by illuminating a certain section of the map, I guess, and having, like say the sun. The sun is an object. You give it a light and it moves around and it casts real shadows that way. Ray tracing allows that, but kind of more in indoor environments. So you're going to see some really crazy.
Well, basically, you can give the sun an actual object, and the game can render the light in itself, so you don't have to bake it. So rather than having the programmers sort of program it so certain light goes through certain parts of the trees or whatever, because that's all determined by the person making the game, they can have it so that the PS5 itself will render the lighting and will be able to do it more realistically with like physics and stuff.
Sounds hot.
So if you see trees blowing in the wind, you can have it so that you'll be able to see it go through the branches.
I do like blowing shadows.
Yeah, baby, it's gonna look sexy. Last bit of info, I guess. Specifically, it was interesting. Death Stranding was mentioned, and it seems that Death Stranding will most likely be a dual release. Let me get the quote here. When asked, the spokesperson in the room repeated that the game would be released for PS4, but Cerny's smile and word I can't pronounce.
What?
Well, I think it says pregnant, so I think it's a misspell.
Pragmatic?
Oh, yes, pragmatic. There you go. Pragmatic pause invites speculation that it will, in fact, be a two-platform release.
No, Mark, PS5 is so good it makes you pregnant. Confirmed.
I'll take it.
Don't plug it in.
So, again, something I mentioned in a lot of podcasts before and talked to you guys, I always assumed Death Stranding was going to be a PS5 game. Though I did say it's probably going to be a PS5 only game, but dual release is coming, so.
Well, I can't wait till my 4K baby Postman Simulator.
Yeah, I think with that info,
Postman Revis.
Yeah, I think we can pretty much.
Creepy baby in a jar.
God damn it, Ben. I think this pretty much guarantees The Last of Us 2 will probably be a dual release. Final Fantasy VII Remake might be a dual release. I think it's going to be next gen only.
They wouldn't do if they're going to go with episodic content like they originally planned. Then they're going to have to do. They're going to have to make it PS5 or PS4 because they can't just start on PS4, then move it straight over to 5, and then carry on from there. They're going to have to stick with one generation or the other. So
maybe. But yeah, obviously a lot of games I believe will be dual release. Next Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
I think Beyond Good and Evil 2 might actually just be a straight up next gen release. I think
it's going to be. It has to be because they've been so quiet about it. I mean,
and whatever they've shown of it, just I don't think this gen systems can even handle what they're planning to do with that game.
So did you hear the rumor that the Cyberpunk is going to be out this year?
That's fine. It can be a dual release. I'm sure it will be.
Yeah.
Anyways, a lot of dual release. How many of those are going to be launch titles? Depending on when the system comes out. Let's see what else we have here. There's some CPU and GPU talk. I don't know anything about this, but I can tell you it's cutting edge. 3rd generation, 8-core AMD Ryzen CPU, and a hugely capable AMD Navi GPU. Navi, sorry. So whatever that means. I don't know CPUs and GPUs, so for those who know...
Well, we don't know much about the GPU. We just know it's a Navi chipset, which could be anything for now, because that's just a range of what that chipset will be using. So we don't know exactly what the GPU is, but the Ryzen Zen 2 is, I think that's the equivalent of about a Ryzen 5. So, yeah.
Mm.
Which means it'll have 16 threads with the 8 cores. Yay!
Joy! Joy! So yes, that is PlayStation 5 news that released this week. It is going to have a disk drive.
Yay!
I believe that's been confirmed.
So
They
does
say
the
it's
Xbox One
backwards
SAD,
compatible.
technically.
But is it backwards? See, that's another thing I want to bring up with backwards compatibility. Is it backwards compatible with physical games only, or will my digital library carry over to the PS5?
I'm going to guess your digital library will go over because it'll be the same PSN ID. Unless you change your ID name, then you're going to screw yourself for everything.
I would hope so. Obviously, it didn't happen with the PS3 because for obvious reasons, completely different architecture, everything was different.
Yeah.
They couldn't really do it. Some of my, well, no, not some. None of my, well, no, never mind. I just remembered the PSP didn't have any digital games until the Vita came out. Did it?
I think it did, because you had, Crisis Core.
Crisis Core was physical only.
I thought
You can't get Crisis.
Oh, yeah.
No, Crisis Core doesn't exist digitally. It's like the
yeah.
only game that I want digitally, but it doesn't exist. They're available now because of the Vita, but I don't think they ever released digitally on their
Nice.
when the PSP was around. So yeah, it'll be a big test for them, I guess. See how it works out.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to
PlayStation 5.
I say I'm going to get it day one. It depends on when it comes out because FanFest is probably going to be next year for Fantasy 14. So, if I'm in America at the time,
man. Priorities.
I can't pick it up if in America. Okay, I'm going to fly
you
back
can.
to England just to pick it up, just to fly back to America.
Well, hopefully it won't be regional. So
Yeah.
that'll be a good thing too.
Well, no, it's not region locked. It's the fact that it has different power supplies. I'm not buying an American PS5, Gary, just because I'm in America. Unless I'm allowed to live in America. Please let me live in America.
Please let me. With this, do you think Microsoft is going to show off any games running on their next Xbox at E3?
Yeah, Crackdown 3.
Oh my god. Do you think whatever the next Xbox is further in development than the PS5?
Probably.
You think it's going to come out sooner than PS5?
Probably. Microsoft has more reasons to push next gen than Sony does.
Well, there's also a lot of rumors about, 5 different versions of their system going to come out?
I thought it was 3. A streaming version, one without a disc drive, and one that's got a disc drive.
Yeah, one digital, one, like you said, I think,
Yeah.
well, I don't know, I think the digital one would be the streaming one.
Yeah.
I think there's 2, one with a 2 terabyte hard drive and one with a smaller hard drive. I'm not sure, but obviously they're going to be at E3. You think they're going to show the system?
Oh yeah, they're going.
Oh, they'll have the full-on system there.
I don't think it'll be the full-on system, but they'll have. One of those prototype boxes. You know what I mean, Tim, right?
Yeah, they'll have the guts there to play the game.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they'll have next-gen games playable.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they'll have next gen. No, they'll be playable.
Yeah.
Playable.
But what is going to be the next gen? It'll have to be game, unless it's Halo Infinite, which I believe.
What I'm saying by playable, I mean trailers.
CG trailers that pass off as real time trailers.
Basically.
It's happened before. Sony did it with Killzone. They got away with it for a long time.
Well, that was an accident, wasn't it?
The Killzone 2 trailer?
Yeah.
Well, it was an accident, I guess, that Gorilla didn't say it was gameplay. Sony did.
Well, no.
And
From what I heard, Gorilla said it as an internal thing for Sony. It wasn't originally designed. It wasn't originally planned to be shown at E3. It was just for Sony to see what Gorilla will be doing in the future with it. And then Sony's like, "Yeah, E3."
yeah, they showed it off. They said it was in-game footage.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, it wasn't gameplay footage. But you know, what are you gonna do?
It looked better in my. The full game actually looked better in my opinion.
I agree. I think the final product looked better. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how much Microsoft brings with next year. I think they've pretty much given up on software-wise, at least on Xbox One. I think moving everything over to the next system.
By the way, you guys
all the
heard.
Studios. Yes,
You guys heard the budget for Halo Infinite.
It's pretty massive.
$10.
Okay. I want you guys to guess a number. Alfonso. Guess a number. What do you think Microsoft's given the new Halo as a budget?
Hmm.
By the way, don't Google it, everyone. I want you to know.
Yeah. Do I have to guess? I don't like Halo.
Fine.
Just say $10.
I'm gonna say $4.99.
Yay.
$499?
No, $4.99. Just $4.99.
Yeah.
They
$4.99.
all they did was go into the place. Here you go. Here's enough money for some fish and chips, and then left. Kid-sized fish and chips.
I will go with $458 million.
Tim?
$99 million.
Gary was the closest. It's a $500 million budget.
Jesus.
That's
They
not.
spent
Bankrupt the
$500
company.
million on one game.
That's not included in their marketing budget, by the way. Unlike Destiny, which the $100 million was included in marketing, the $500 million is just for the game development.
This better be the greatest video game in all.
They're going to
existence.
bankrupt it.
Yeah.
God, can you imagine if Naughty Dog had 500 to work on this too?
Oh my god.
Fuck, dude, 500 million. What the hell, man? So stupid. So dumb. Seriously, that game better literally blow my mind out of my head. My brain to explode.
So yeah, 500. Imagine if God of War had a $500 million budget.
Any game with that kind of budget would have been incredible.
Sony's just laughing because they're like, okay, well, we could give God of War $500 million budget, or we could spend that $500 million on 12 games.
Yep.
Well, it doesn't really matter, right? They have the money. Sony doesn't have that kind of money. Microsoft has money to just throw away. But other than Halo Infinite and Gears of War, where are they on? 5? 6?
5, I think.
Yeah. Gears of War 5 and the Funko Pop Gears of War game they announced as well last year, which we haven't seen anything of.
Gears of Pop.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was called. It was
I don't know.
last year.
Funko War.
Funko Wars. I'd buy that.
Are we gonna see anything from any of these new studios they picked up? Do you guys think?
No.
I hope so, but I hope
Ninja
not.
Theory?
It's too soon for Ninja Theory.
Yeah.
Because they've been putting
Hellblade on
Hellblade
everything.
on everything.
I'm surprised it's not on my smartphone yet.
Yeah.
Synchronized.
Okay.
Oh no, me and Tim are fused.
Well,
What would we be? Tilly?
Chim.
Jim?
No, I like Tilly.
I like Tilly myself. We'll be Tilly.
Anywho, let's move on then. Yes, next gen is upon us. Next year is going to be a crazy fucking year next year. Don't buy any PS4 games next year. They're all going to come out on PS5.
Oh, I'm buying them.
Interestingly, Sony did also announce that they have one last AAA title that they have not announced yet. So
It's my AAA game that I'm making. It's a fighting game that is also a shoot 'em up. I call it.
Oh my.
Chili's Willy.
Yeah, there we go.
Where you just like launch punches and kicks. You're like Android 16. You just throw punches at people.
You like
Literally
the?
just launch
I
them.
like the birds.
Somebody kills a bird and you go.
You are
John Wick
16% Goku. That is just enough Goku. I will kill you.
No. That's the way you said it just made me think of that. No.
Nah, this is how you do that. No. No. Go gather the Dragon Balls. Wish for a plasma screen TV.
Anyways, let's move on. Square
Okay,
Enix has officially announced the first ever concert of Final Fantasy VII.
Yay.
Then what?
Coming to North America.
Yay.
Going
Boo.
to be in Los Angeles at the Dolby Theater, June 9th. The tickets start at $77.77.
Oh,
get
look, they've already sold
That's
out.
probably the release date of the game, too.
By the way, they sold out instantly.
They sold out instantly?
Yeah, you can still buy tickets, but they're more expensive, and they're at the back. They're at the back instead of the front. That 77 was just a discount.
Oh, wow. That's insane. Not surprising, though. Sold
Yeah.
out. Obviously, this has led to people believe that we might see Final Fantasy VII remake footage.
I'm gonna go with
do you
yes.
guys think? You think we'll see footage from
Yeah.
the remake?
Yes.
Do you think this concert is going to be a soundtrack from the remake? Or do you think this is going to be the original track?
The original.
Original. I feel like they're gonna throw in some of the remaster remake at the end, after they've done the announcement of the whatever they're gonna do. But once they've done that, then no, it's gonna. Most it's gonna be original sound, but with like one or two tracks, like as an encore at the end. Once they've announced that shown the trailer, or it might even be during the trailer.
It might be, because obviously this concert is happening the same time that Bethesda's E3 press conference is happening. So
what
technically, this is you're watching the concert.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, screw that. I'm watching the concert. I mean,
Good luck with the stream of it.
Sony's actually Square has done pretty good with that stuff before, though. So
Yeah, so we'll see. I do believe we have to see something of 7 remake this year. Kingdom Hearts 3 is out. You can't use it as an excuse anymore.
well, you know where they showed off Kingdom Hearts, the new trailer for Kingdom
At
Hearts.
a concert, yes.
Yeah.
At a concert. I still think it'll be a weird place to show it. Obviously, Sony's not there. As far as I remember, I think they announced the remake as a PC, PS4 timed exclusive.
Yeah, at PSX all those years ago.
So if that exclusivity still stands, then obviously they won't show it at Microsoft's conference.
Well, I think it still stands because Sony probably still owns some of the rights for Final Fantasy VII.
Maybe. But remember, they're also merged with EA, so what's to say EA doesn't own it?
EA, it's in the microtransactions.
Remember, because there was Square EA before.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
When was it ever Square EA? You mean Squaresoft?
Square was owned by Electronic Arts.
When?
When?
I will tell you right now.
What alternate universe did you come from?
Published by Square Electronic Arts, Final Fantasy X, Xenogears, Chrono Cross, Chrono Trigger, Parasite Eve.
No Final Fantasy 7, so I think it should be fine.
Yeah, Final Fantasy VII
Well,
was
I
published by
haven't got all
Sony.
the games yet. Let me see. You guys didn't know they were merged with EA?
No, I had no idea.
That's just sad.
Dang.
Well, I can't find a list of the games they published under the umbrella.
It would have been under Squaresoft if I'm rightly for Sony.
Alrighty, let's see here. That's it.
Add in some filler sounds.
Wah.
Filler sound.
Filler
Oh,
sounds. Don't get bored. While Gary looks at the thing and I shoot things on Final Fantasy 14.
Wee wees.
Remember to don't hit the red ones, Tim.
Okay.
Do, 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 do.
So
Well,
Days Gone comes out on...
Friday.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, that's like a billion years from now.
That's like a billion years from now. You're not even looking forward to it.
I know.
Yeah, I'm not buying that game.
I'll get it discounted sometime. I want to play it, but not like $60.
I don't want to even... I'm not fussed. I'm not a big fan of open world games, so I'm going to give it a pass. Though I did get that free copy of Unity, because why not? So Tim, how's your shooting going? I am bad at this myself.
I shoot all the things.
Good work.
Well, anyways, I can't find all the titles for Square EA, but it was the majority of... Oh, no, here we go.
Damn, dude.
I found it. Okay. Final Fantasy X, Xenogears, Chrono Cross, Chrono Trigger, Parasite Eve 2, Legend of Mana, Saga Frontier 2, Brave Fencer Musashi, Final Fantasy VI on the PS1, I believe, Threads of Fate, Final Fantasy V, Formation 3, Bouncer, Kingdom Hearts 2, Vagrant
Whoa,
Story,
really?
Bushido Blade.
Yeah.
Yep. I
Wow,
believe Kingdom Hearts 2 was the last big one that was released under their merger partnership.
Damn.
Radiant Stories, yeah,
Oh well,
there you go.
but no 7.
It was a thing. Yes, no 7. You are right. I believe it was published by Sony.
Although it is now on
There's-
Xbox because of,
Yeah, because I am looking at my box right now and I have Sony.
I found my old 6 and I forgot that the Final Fantasy 6 on PS1 came with a Final Fantasy 10 demo. It's weird.
Alrighty then. Yes, Final Fantasy VII concert has been announced. I think that's all the big news.
I think so. Oh, Borderlands 3 got announced for a date. I can't remember if we covered that last time.
I don't know. I probably avoided it.
Ah,
Okay, fine. Borderlands 3 is coming in September. I don't remember which day.
September 13th.
oh yeah.
September 13th. Wow, what a cursed day.
Ben just came.
I did.
Oh, yeah.
Borderlands 3 is coming September. Yes. Be happy for Borderlands 3 if you're into Borderlands. I think I'm done. I'm finished. No bueno. What have we been playing? Fonzie, you've been gone for a long time. What have you been playing?
I'm not gonna say the whole list. So a bunch of indie games.
Yeah, I'm very interested to know where your platinums are.
Yeah,
Also.
for easy platinums.
Right. Yeah, you're right. Right now I'm at 159.
Oh, shit, you're right on my ass.
Yeah, because you at 164.
I am at
Never thought
160.
this would happen. I never thought this would happen.
Well, when you buy platinum trophies, this is what happens.
Call of Duty Remastered, Steep, Borderlands, which I'm having problems with right now.
Is Steve fun, dude?
Aw. It's like you have to wait till the game fully install in order to play the full game. Right now, it's still downloading. It's taking super long to finish, so I'm only like able to play like 10% of it. And to be honest, the only fun thing is using the snowboard, the skis, and the parachuting. And I don't know, they feel a little clanky to me. It's not really polished off that great.
Would it be more fun if you played with your friends and screwed them over?
Isn't that
It
Road
sounds like
Rash?
you have the game.
It sounds like what?
It sounds like you have the game. That's why you're saying that.
No, I'm just asking. Like, would it be more fun that way?
Well, I don't know. I don't know no one else who has the game.
Well, it was free on PS Plus, so we all technically have it.
What game? Steep. I think I have
Yes. So if Tim and I jumped into your game, and you're just like, "Hey, look at me, I'm snowboarding," and then here comes Tim, and he just like runs right through you, would it be more fun that way?
I'd rather run you over.
So yes, the answer is yes. It would be more fun.
Oh, this is awesome.
I also been playing Walking Dead final season, which that was sad.
Aw.
And
Spoilers.
I'm not doing spoilers.
Well, he's just sad that it's the
Dangerous-
final season. That's
Yeah,
That's pretty thin.
and Dangerous Driving, which
I want that game.
I have to reconsider. Don't get it.
By the
Really?
way, you guys have Ni no Kuni 2, right?
Yeah.
Is it a good game? Because I nearly bought it last week. Because I saw it for
Amazing.
£12.
It's an amazing game.
Saw it for £12 whole pounds.
No, that's totally worth it. So, do you not like Dangerous Driving because it's not platinum?
Oh my god.
No, it has nothing to do. Oh my god,
See, he's always bringing it up. He's bringing it up all the time.
it has nothing to do with the platinum. If y'all don't know, it's basically the people from Burnout.
Yeah.
Burnout developers went over it. They made a new studio called Three Fields Entertainment. And playing it, it's a combination, to me, it's a combination of Burnout 2, Burnout 3, and Burnout Revenge. And
That sounds
going through the
amazing.
game, yeah, it has all the same thing, the road rage, the takedown, the crashing, it has all that. But I feel like they just took the difficulty and made it 10 times as hard. I can't win nothing in this game.
Can
And
you put it on easy?
there's no difficulty. No
Okay.
difficulty option.
I'm sorry,
And
Tim.
it just feels like a Burnout ripoff. It's like they made it exactly the same. And I stopped playing it, and it's like, this was a waste. I should just go back and play it out, go back to play Burnout Paradise, because that's basically what it is. It's just a Burnout ripoff.
Mm.
Burnout
Damn.
Paradise is amazing.
Yeah, it is. The
Okay,
soundtrack
well-
is horrible. It doesn't sound nothing compared to like the old Burnout games. The cars don't even look like the type of cars that you would get from Burnout. They actually look like the cars you would get from Forza or Gran Turismo. So yeah, I don't know. They should have made this. But that's it. That's all I've been playing.
Ben, do I dare to ask?
Final Fantasy, and I'm done. Good work, everyone.
Tim, do I dare to ask?
Say Dokkan Bao.
I've been playing Dokkan. I don't know. Playing some Final Fantasy 14 again, which is kind of cool. I've been playing some Destiny again, which is pretty cool. Going after a new exotic, which makes me hot because it's a
Why would you play
primary.
Destiny 1 when you can play 2?
I playing Destiny 2. I'm uninstalling World War Z and Division 2 because Gary.
Oh,
I hate you. I'm the one who has literally asked you to play with me all freaking week, and you're like, oh, I'm busy.
And I'm the one that locked my keys in my car yesterday, so leave me alone.
yeah.
Oh,
Sorry
okay.
about that. I hope that everything went okay.
I got ran over a couple times. It was fine.
Well,
Aw.
that's changed.
I've also been playing Ghost 1.0 because it's finally on PlayStation now.
I don't even know what that is, but I'm gonna nod. Oh, I've been playing Dreams as well. Forgot about that. Dreams.
Wow, how do you forget about that? How do you forget about your dreams, dude?
Maybe because they're forgettable once you wake up.
No, I often remember my dreams actually, because they're all weird.
Something's wrong with you, Ben. Are we doing Metacritic?
Nah, we haven't done it for ages, so
That's why we should start. Fonzie's here.
fine. Let me go get the thingy up.
Yes. Come on, man. There's 2 big games coming.
What games?
You gotta let me win. Days Gone and Mortal Kombat 11. I mean, unless nobody wants to.
Oh, I want to. I just got to remember where I put the file because I've organised everything, and then by organising everything, I screwed everything up.
Oh, Ben. What will I ever do with you?
Look, I was organised. By organising, I screwed all my stuff up because that's how I am. Oh yeah, I don't know why I did that. I put it in my because I made all different folders for all the different podcasts I do. So I did Moogle Go Around, I do anime, I do Unchained. I thought, I need to organise these more. I put the points total in under generic folder.
Explains how much he cares about it.
Okay, so what games?
Days Gone and Mortal Kombat 11.
Okay.
Let's start with Fonzie. Fonzie, Days Gone. What you got?
Days Gone, I'm giving it a 91.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it a 78.
Ben.
I'm going to go with 81.
Interesting. I'm gonna go with 70.
Okay, and then
Mortal Kombat 11. Fonzie.
I'm going with 89.
Tim.
Uh, 92.
Damn. Ben.
Damn.
after all the controversy I've heard recently online, I'm going to go with 75.
I'm gonna go 88.
There we go.
That's right. I'm gonna undercut you, Fonzie.
Yeah. Why? You could choose any number, but you decided to go right near me.
Right,
I just-
slipping right underneath you.
I just want to be below you, man. That's not wrong.
Yeah, it's very wrong.
Well, Tim is on top of you, so I don't...
There's space between me and Tim.
And I'm just
That's
looking in
'cause-
from the
That's
distance.
because Tim needs room for his,
My what?
his PhD.
The D.
Anyways, that has been Unchained. Thank you guys for joining me. Shoutouts. I forgot about shoutouts. Ben, shout that bitch out.
I'd like to shout out to Phoenix Down Radio. Go check them out. Twitch.tv/Phoenix Down Radio. We recorded last night. That was a lot of fun. Though I ended up going to bed at 7 a.m. So, yay. Shout out to Moogle Go Around Radio. We recently had a guest on. So thank you to Mione for joining me. We got Taru TV, aka Dynamic Taru, as a guest next week for Moogle Go Around. So go check us out at twitch.tv/Moogle Go Around Radio. Also check out Notion Radio, where they've done a very serious set of podcasts recently about depression, actually, where a lot of people have gone on and talked about how they've suffered and how they've tried to go through it and what they've been through. It's been an incredibly informative series of podcasts, so I want to give them all the love I can give them. So please go check them out. Flash has put a lot of effort into this podcast, so I should say I should call him Pete. So shout out to Alfonso as well. Thank you, Alfonso.
Yeah.
Good to have you on, man.
Good to be back.
That's my shout out.
Sex Machine. Fonzie, shoutouts.
Shout out to you guys, Ben, Tim, Gary. It's been so rejuvenating being back on. I feel like I'm back home. I miss it. I love it. Shout out to all the listeners. Continue to follow these guys. They're amazing at what they do. I'm looking forward to playing Mortal Kombat 11. Days Gone. Actually, Days Gone has to wait until next Monday because Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm seeing Avengers Endgame all weekend long.
I'm only going once, but okay.
The reason why, I bought my own tickets. I won 4 tickets through contests, and Shannon has discounts at her job that lets me get tickets for $4 a piece. So yeah, all weekend Avengers Endgame.
For me, it's
Over
not the
and over
tickets the
and
problem.
over.
But what if it sucks?
I mean, what is sucks? Are you crazy?
What? It's a possibility.
How dare you say that?
For me, it's
What
not
do you mean?
the.
How dare I say that?
For me, it's not the price of the tickets. Actually, View has got incredibly cheap now. Yeah, the cinema I go to, it's like £5 for a ticket now. That's
Wow.
the standard price. Yeah.
Yeah, but in terms of in New York, my prices went up to 24
Yeah.
a ticket.
As I said,
Bro.
these are crazy cheap £5 a ticket. But for me, it's the travel cost because the nearest cinema for me is I have to take a bus and then an Uber. I mean, I have to take a train and an Uber. So I'm looking at 30-40 quid just for travel.
It's like $1 billion.
Yeah, that's about $70 just to get there. So yeah.
Tim, shout outs.
Shout out to Fonzie. I'm so happy you're doing better now.
We
Like,
missed
you.
you.
that kind of shit changes your life, and it's the best.
It does.
Shout out to Gary for being the best harasser in my life.
Wow. You're welcome, buddy.
I need it.
I know you do.
Shout out to Ben for helping me with like a billion things all the time.
No problem. Come down to me, by the way. This will be where the next event is. Starts in 3 minutes.
Come down on you? Okay.
Why not both?
Okay. That's fine with me. Christopher, where are you?
We miss you,
We need
Chris.
you.
Yeah, we do.
Many needs. And then listeners, of course. You the real MVP. Ever. Always. Kisses.
Before you do your shout outs, Gary,
Yes.
Tim just mentioned something that I need to know with the whole harassment. Between you and me, who you like harassing more? What's your preference?
I don't see it as harassment. I don't know where you guys getting harassment.
Oh my god. There it is.
I'm expressing my love for you.
Wait, you
Yeah.
don't. Wait, okay. If harassing is expressing your love, then why don't you ever harass me?
You stick bird.
Ben, I did, but you refused my harassment. My love, I should say.
Is that what we're doing?
I
We're
always
enabling
call
him?
you. I always call you sexy bitch, Ben. I
Okay.
don't know why you hate me.
That's
Twice.
to be fair, I don't find that as harassment. I like it. So
So how can I harass you if you like it?
You gotta try harder.
If you guys just gave in like Ben would, no, there would be no problems.
Oh my god.
I can't.
Just let me in.
Oh.
oh, Gary just wants to slip in through the back door.
Phrasing.
Shout outs to you guys. As always, thank you for having me on all the time. Ben, thank you for letting me host.
No problem. Thank you for
it's
hosting,
always-
so I can help Tim with the golden saucer.
Oh, of course. Who's the weird pervy guy now?
Me.
You.
Yeah, baby. Fonzie, fantastic to have you back. I'm so happy to hear you're doing much, much better.
Yeah.
I hope it's going to be 100% better very, very soon. So,
Yeah, next I'm tackling skin cancer, so little by little.
Yeah. Shout out to Chris. Miss you, buddy. Gonna be back soon. Shout out to my boy Ed. Shout out to the listeners, as always. Yes, thank you for listening to me ramble and ramble.
Oh yeah, shout out to Ed for having Gary's undivided love. Like there's no way I can compete with you.
Also, Ed, you wanted to be on the podcast. Yep, still we're waiting.
He asked if he can be on at the end. So,
Oh, the
I
end
feel
of
like
what?
if he gets on, it's just gonna be
28.
Gary and Ed just circle jerking.
Sorry, Gary. What did you say?
next Sunday.
Sure.
It's like 1 billion years from now.
Wow. He actually wants to talk about the name change thing. If you guys are cool with that, since
Yeah, but we can-
Has he done it? Has he done it?
No, but he's going to explain to you why it's causing Sony so many problems to do it, because he's kind of
Ooh.
into that kind of stuff. He knows what goes into that. for his job, so
Ooh, okay.
he'll explain the details of the difficulty.
Nito Vegito.
Yeah, baby. Well, that's it. Thank you again. It's been fun. It's been exciting. It's been emotional. And now I'm sad because it's over.
No.
No.
Thank you for joining me. This has been Unchained. Ben,
Goodbye.
he will see you through his window.
I will
through
see
your
you
window.
through your window. If I don't see you through the week, I'll see you through the window.
Fonzie might like that the most.